Thanks so much for having me, and I'm so glad to be here. I know that you're being told that this is really just about love, right? That love is love. And if that was true, I would be in support. Because our gay and lesbian brothers and sisters have the same capacity to love and commit that we do. They have the same amount of dignity, and they deserve our compassion and our friendship. However, when you look at the changes to law and the impact that gay marriage has had on children's rights around the globe, it is very clear that this is about a lot more than the desires of adults and the emotions of two people that want to get married. When you look at what has gone on around the globe, you see that children's rights are significantly impacted wherever gay marriage goes. For example, in the United States, there is now no longer any political institution that recognizes that a child has a right to their mother and father. There is no longer any political institution that believes that children should be raised by their mother and father. To do so constitutes discrimination. When you look at countries like the Netherlands, countries like Canada, they have gone so far away from a child's right to their mother and father, they are considering legislation that would give a child up to 4 parents. Depending on what the state decides a parent should be. So instead of recognizing a child's fundamental right to their mother and father, which is outlined in the Convention on the Rights of the Child, a UN document, the most ratified treaty across the globe, something that Australia signed in 1990, which outlined a child's right to their mother and father, instead of going by that guideline, now we are dictating parenthood based on what adults desire, not based on what children have a right to. Now, I also know that you've heard, well, not every married couple has children, right? So this isn't about kids. To that I say, well, every child has a mother and father, okay? Every child has a mother and father. And if a child were standing here at this podium today, and if they could say what they wanted, if they could order their own world, if they could tell you how they want this debate to go and what they want in their life for their family, I will tell you what they'll say. Very simply, they'll say, I want my mom and dad to love me, and I want them to love each other. That is what every child would say. However, even though every child has a mother and father, and even though every child has a natural right to that mother and father, wherever gay marriage goes, those rights are not reflected in law any longer, okay? I know you've also heard kids don't need a mom and dad, they just need love and safety. Well, to that I say, well, you're obviously not paying attention to the decades of social science research that say that the very place where a child is most likely to be safe and loved is in the home of their married mother and father, okay? I also say that you're not listening to the stories of kids who have grown up with love and safety, but been deprived a relationship with their mother or father. Especially, I think of your national hero, Millie Fontana, okay, who has visited your MPs and shared her story at great cost. She was raised by 2 loving women. She was a sperm donor child, and she grew up longing for a father. She said, I wanted a father before I even knew what a father was. I just knew there was something inside of me that was missing. But when I asked my moms, why can't I have a dad? My other friends have dads, and I want a dad. The message that she heard from her family and her community is, but you don't need a dad, you just need love and safety. Now, no matter what culture says, and no matter whether or not the law recognizes it, you cannot legislate away a child's longing for their mom and dad, okay? And so I'd ask, what about you? What about you? Think about your childhood. If you grew up with a relationship with a mom and dad who loved you, my question is, which one was optional? Which one did you not need? Was it your mom or your dad? And the answer is neither. Mothers and fathers offer distinct and complementary benefits to kids. Now, for those of you who lost a parent to death, divorce, abandonment, maybe your donor conceived, How'd that go for you? Did you love it? No. Because when you lose a mother or father, it leaves a primal wound, okay? And there's always been kids throughout society that has lost a relationship with their mom and dad, but now we are in a new chapter of history where for the first time government is saying, that's good. When you redefine marriage, you redefine parenthood, you redefine the family into an institution where a child will always be missing a relationship with one parent that they have a natural right to. Wherever marriage equality goes throughout the globe, inequality for kids follows close behind. So I will say to you, as a children's rights advocate, as somebody who recognizes that mothers and fathers are indispensable in a child's life, that children have a right to their parents. They should not be commodified. They should not be cut and paste into just any adult relationship. And if you are with me on that, it's not just okay to vote no, you must vote no, okay?